Hey everyone, this is Dan Chow, your neighborhood tech investor. If you've ever failed at real estate or not take action, I've been there myself, and I just want to give you some positive words of encouragement to get you over the hump. Everybody fails. So in 2017, top of the world, making well over 6 figures, doing my thing in real estate, flipping homes, and all of a sudden my W-2 job basically went away. I ran a tech company, grew it from 30 to 65 million, and then all of a sudden the CEO, the founders decided they want to sell the company. For whatever reason, all of a sudden I became unemployed. And with a baby on the way, with a mortgage, with real estate, it just put a lot of stress on me. Everybody has to go through this struggle, and I went through it personally. I just want to tell you, hey, I'm there with you. I'm a normal human being just like everybody else, but you have to remember the bigger picture and to grow from that pain. A lot of people, investors, don't channel that pain and that anger, and they let it really debilitate them. It's important that you remember your why. Remember 2017, I'm completely ashamed of what occurred. I'm sitting at the counter with my 2 daughters. I'm literally taking strawberries and I'm cutting out the rotten pieces of that strawberry. It's almost like I'm cutting out the bad parts of my life, right? It hit home with me, and I'm just like, I need to return to health. I need to get back on that grind. I need to get back on that mojo. And luckily, I reached out to a friend, and that person set me back on track, gave me that opportunity to go back to the job, to really hustle and grind. My wife, Katharina, my daughters, Cammie and Charlie, they've been really rocks in a solid foundation. I can tell you from that event and that day forward, I was on a hustle. You know, I was growing my real estate portfolio, and ever since then, it was all about what I can do next to level up. And I will never, ever allow somebody to have that type of control over my life. Never let anyone tell you what you can or you can't do. Don't let that corporation hold you as a slave. And I think that's a hard thing to recognize. Is like, if you're running a technology company, unless you're an equity owner, unless you're a founder, you're just a highly paid employee. And I had to recognize, in order for me to achieve true wealth, I needed to grow my real estate business. I need to be on that hustle. My why is simply, I never want my kids to be on the street. If I need to visualize something, I literally visualize my wife and my 2 kids panhandling on the street for money and food. That will get my mojo going. It will get me through that day, even if I'm tired from work, right? It will make me do that due diligence. It will make me go network. It will make me mentor. It will make me look at that new deal. The mindset is so critical, not just the methodology, not just the checklist, not just the patterns, but it's really the mindset to forge ahead. Always draw back on that inner strength. It's a key element that investors tell you all the time, but I will tell you, you're going to encounter failure, you're going to encounter struggles. Keep that abundance mindset, right? There's so much opportunities out there. You just need to power through it, and you'll become stronger in the end. And I'm here as your coach to tell you, you can get through that pain. Harness it. Use that adversity to make sure that you never ever go back to that dark place. All I do now is real estate. As soon as I'm out of my tech job at 5, I'm clocking into my real estate at 5:30. I'm staying at 1. You can talk to any of my investors, you can talk to any of the people I deal with. You will see an email at 11 p.m. You will see a follow-up at 8 a.m. And I just want to encourage you to realize that you just don't have to quit your W-2 job. That BS that's out there, just quit your day job, throw away your lifeboat, that makes no sense. You're jeopardizing your family's future. And also, I don't know about you, but I don't want to pay for universal health care. That stuff is expensive. You may have to sacrifice your soul. You may have to sacrifice a lot of the time that you could leisurely put on Netflix. Cut that stuff out. If you're doing social media that's not helping you grow in real estate, then you're wasting your time. You gotta educate yourself, you gotta wake up, you gotta get motivated, you gotta take action. I put money behind it that you're gonna do well and you're gonna have a really successful future in real estate. I challenge everyone to take this one exercise, this one opportunity, go to a blank piece of paper. On the left side, write your goal, right? Write it down. I wanna acquire my first rental property. And that second column, imagine if you achieved that. Imagine if just for a second if you achieve and actually realize that. That second column, what does that mean to you? I think the third column is also important. What does that mean for your family? Imagine how proud they may feel. Maybe you're doing it to help your mother or father that's aging. Maybe you gotta pay for their long-term care. Hey, money doesn't buy you happiness, but I guarantee you it solves problems. And the last column, set a date, set a target. And remember, dream big, right? Don't just put one house, put 1,000. What happens if you actually achieve 100 rental units? 10. That's life-changing. It doesn't have to be 1,000. Just start there. Just write down that goal, take that moment to invest in yourself, and then take that piece of paper once you've written those goals down and pin it somewhere that you'll see it day in, day out. Give you that energy to plow forward. And I've used this every year. My wife and I go through this planning exercise. Thank you, babe, by the way, for doing this with me. But we have it up there and we remind ourselves every year, what have we accomplished and what do we want to achieve next year? And we do that as a partnership. And I suggest you do that for yourself, and then you do it with your team. You do it with your spouse or your partner or your loved one. It just really harnesses that why and why you're doing real estate, because it's hard. If everyone was successful in real estate, there'd be no employees in the world, right? And so I just want to encourage you, take action, wake up, get motivated. If I can do it, if Dan can do it, you can do it too. And I'm with you all the way. Thank you, and God bless.